I can't tell you, though, the Celtics just 5-4 at home this season. So, once again, something's got to give. And that would make Tim Doyle Jack Nicholson, maybe? I don't know about that. The line for this game, 3. Boston laying 3.5 and a total of 212 and a hook. But, Tim, you're going back to the well with a first quarter spread.
Yeah, and so far I've been betting first quarters in this series with the Celtics. Oh, I had Celtics money line in game 2. Tommy, they gave me a buyout option, and my wife asked me to change a diaper, and then and then the buyout just kept going down and down, and then there was no buyout, and then boom, 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 Steph Curry bank shot with 0.5 left. I lose the money line play in the first quarter. Now I can't yell at her, right? Because we all know this: when you're married, here's the deal. I'm going to give you some advice, Tommy, all right? Because you're recently married. When you win just a little, okay? And when you lose, you break about even. Okay, that's good longevity marriage advice, okay? So I'm going back to the well again. So far, 0-2 in the series, winning the first quarter the Celtics have been. But they are going to win this game. And you know that Coach Udoka is going to bring the guys around and be like, guys, we got to come out a little bit stronger. We have to set a stronger tone and finish. Keyword, finish the old first quarter, okay? Should have took that buyout. Oh, I'm still kicking myself, Tommy.
A chance to bounce back. So that's a play where you're going to be able to find that pretty much everywhere. The rest of this segment has a little bit more exotic plays that you may need to check with your bookie or make sure that your book has it. So let's start with this. Last team to score in the second quarter.
You know, don't the Warriors always have the flair for the dramatic? I mean, Jordan Poole actually made a move before shooting a half-court shot. He made like an in-and-out crossover before he buried a shot, and then obviously the best of the best is Steph Curry. There are YouTube videos that my son, Chicago Joe Doyle, watches for like 6 minutes, and it's just Steph Curry making buzzer beaters or Steph Curry making ridiculous shots. So there is no handicapping to this. It's basically the Warriors are known to do this. They got multiple guys that can make really hard last-second shots. So who's going to score last in the second quarter? I don't really know. I'm going to take a flyer here. I'm going to say the Warriors.
Oh, I love the admission there. Maybe we'll have a little more of an intelligent handicap here for each half, over 100.5 points.
Yeah, I think that, you know, game 1 was more indicative of how this series is going to play out. And, you know, first quarter went over in game number 2. You know, the game was knotted up at 50, basically, you know, seconds before the half ended out there in Golden State. And I thought the referees allowed the Warriors to play extremely physical. You know, in a regular season game, Draymond Green's ejected. That's just a fact. Now, should he have been ejected? Probably not. It's bad for the sport. It's a playoff game. He already had a technical, but by the rule, he should have been gone. And I thought the Warriors, good for them. I mean, Steve Kerr was like, hey, we got to come out and set a tone. And it really happened first possession of the game where Draymond Green got in on Al Horford and there was a tussle and obviously a jump ball. It didn't matter that the Celtics won the jump ball. It was more of a setting of a tone. Physical basketball is boring, right? The NBA wants points. They want freedom of movement. So I think that the refs are going to call a tighter whistle, which at the end of the day is going to favor the Celtics. So I see more points being scored in this game, more like game 1. So give me over this number.
All right, you're a yes for that. And then in terms of margin of victory here, you're going with Boston anywhere between 10 and 12 points at a little more than 8-1 here.
Yeah, were you combining 10 and 12 to make your own number?
I did. It came out of my mouth poorly there, Timmy.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going on there. This is one of the hardest to choose. And I got to be honest, I kicked around 4 and 6 a lot, with the spread being 3.5, 4 in that number. I ended up landing on 10 and 12. Why? Late free throws. Some late antics in this game. I really feel strongly about the Celtics. I picked them in 6. So the way this series is kind of unfolding, right? You win the next 2 in Boston, you lose to Golden State at Golden State, and then you go home and you take care of business in game 6. It's kind of what I envision. It's like when I go to the track, Tommy. You get the racing form out. I always have, you know, the pen with the colors, okay? Like what I like, what I don't like, the red there, kind of cross out who I don't like. I always bet Luis Saez. He's got great management of the clock. But this is the handicapping that I've done so far. So I see the Celtics winning this game, making some late free throws, maybe opening it up and winning this game by exactly 10 points. You're getting some plus odds here, but it really comes down to, can Tatum and Brown get the supporting cast help? They got it with Al Horford and Marcus Smart in game number 1. They did not get it in game number 2. Watch how the referees called this game. I thought the physicality really bothered Boston. Don't think they're going to be allowed to play that way in Boston. So Celtics roll tonight. It's not a commanding 2-1 lead, but it's a comfortable 2-1 lead. I'm still trying to figure out that. I think it was like 12-10. I think it was 20. That's what it was. Good.
Yes.
That's when you take 10 and 12 and combine it, Tommy. You just made up your own word, buddy.
I was going to say, if you could find some book offering Boston by 20 at 100-1, make sure to hammer that. Tim Doyle with the hammer, the good ear.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.